Hello again, and I'm back. As you can see here, someone literally just not too long ago today commented and said it would be nice if I could test this microphone with just the USB connection. You have the same microphone. It sounds too muddy and picks up most of the bass in your voice. Okay. So I have done what you said here. I'm currently running this microphone with exactly the same setup as before, except that I am using USB and not going through the sound or the audio interface. My what is this? It's a Behringer Euphoria UMC 204HD. That's what I was going through last time, and this time I'm going straight through USB into my laptop. And so now I can talk to you a little bit about this microphone, especially since I actually have had a little bit of time to use it now. As you knew, my last video, I was pretty much talking to you with it right out of the box, moments after unpacking and setting it up. So now I have played with it a little bit, and as far as your comments about it picking up the bass in your voice, I think that is well, first of all, let me start out by saying that I am fairly or very new to audio and microphones, voiceover, any of that kind of thing. But I have read and looked into a lot of that, and it seems that the dynamic microphones like the Q2U are pretty good or bad, depending on how you look at it, if it's a good or bad thing, but they do pick up the deeper, rich tones of a voice quite well. So that is something you have to adjust for. Part of it, I believe, there's two halves to that. I believe part of it is your microphone technique. You want to be roughly 6 inches from your microphone. And as you heard me demonstrate in the last video, the proximity effect, if you get really close, which I can only get so close now because my pop filter, I've adjusted the pop filter technique and it's not as close to the microphone as it was. But if I'm really close here, it picks up my bass of my voice a little better than if I back off just a little bit. So that's one thing. The other is, depending on your digital audio workstation, your DAW, such as Audacity. Okay, this isn't actually going to let me make Audacity record something just to have something there. Part of the other half of that equation is to go into your equalization in your DAW and see Audacity actually has a preset for that. And you can tweak it to make it exactly perfect for you, but the preset there is a low roll-off for speech. When you say about the audio getting muddy, from what I've read and listened to, a lot of that is about the low-end the low-end audio frequencies, including if it picks up frequencies that are too low for the human ear to hear, but it's still picking them up, it can sort of clutter your audio and make it muddy. Being 6 inches away from the microphone or more, although you don't want to be too far away because this is, as I've learned, a pretty directional microphone. I've actually had a little bit of a problem with it. I wouldn't call it a problem. It's a problem with me needing to learn how to use it. I mostly just bought it for myself to do things like this. Recently, I took it out into the field for an event that I was working on and attempted to interview someone. And Uh, I've never been a reporter. I've never been on that side of the thing where you put a microphone in someone's face. So I was kind of being a little careful. I didn't want to hit the guy in the face with a microphone. Well, it turns out I didn't really get close enough. So my recorded audio of him was a little weak, a little low. So, yeah, I forget where I was going with that comment, but yeah, the microphone technique. Okay, 6 inches from the microphone, close to 6 inches. I would say more, but not too much more because you'll start to lose your volume. And then also look for your low roll-off and your EQ and your DAW. Anyway, this has been another quick and dirty demonstration of the Samson Q2U microphone plugged in through USB. I hope this was helpful.